本頻道係私人部落格頻道，話題純屬天馬行空式聊天，網友請自行判斷。如果你喜歡我嘅影片嘅話，請訂閱、點讚同埋分享出去啊！多謝晒。
呢一段時間咧，我好忙啊。我忙住咧就係睇世界盃，但係我唔係睇球賽，我而係咧好忙去睇嗰啲球迷上載嘅 YouTube 片啊。咁而家我先知道咧，喺美國咧一啲基本嘅生活嘅供應品咧，對於歐洲人嚟講咧，竟然係如獲至寶咁樣喎。咁例如啦嚇，美國嗰啲快餐啦，係咪？嗰啲歐洲人咧，竟然話好好食喎。同埋喺美國嘅 Walmart 啊、Costco 啊買嗰啲嘢啦，係咪？咁佢哋啲包裝都係超巨型嘅包裝啦。對於呢啲歐洲人嚟講咧，佢哋竟然好驚喜啊！同埋佢哋係好集中，一個 Costco 一個 Walmart 裏邊咧，就係你個生活嘅必需品全部都有晒喺度。呢邊可能係賣牛奶，嗰邊咧可能買車胎咁都未定喎。咁所以呢一種好集中嘅一啲購物商店咧，對於歐洲人嚟講咧係好新穎嘅喎。原來咧佢哋喺歐洲買嘢咧，就係你買乜嘢你就去嗰啲買嗰種貨品嘅專門店買啦。你買乜嘢咧就去另外一種買呢一種貨品嘅專門店買啦。咁所以咧就係如果你要買嘢嘅話咧，一日可能要走幾站啊，先至能夠買齊晒你所需要嘅用品。咁喺美國咧就因為太大啦，我哋唔係walking distance 嘅，係同歐洲人唔同。同埋咧法國咧就係歐洲人咧，佢哋以為可以喺美國嗰度行去呢邊行去嗰邊咧，同埋去批評美國人用車用得好勁啦。咁佢哋唔係好明白咧，係美國呢個城市嘅設計咧，就唔係可以行路可以到嘅，係行唔到嘅，一定要用車嘅，就同歐洲唔同啦。咁歐洲人咧亦都係上咗一課，先至而家了解到點解美國人個個都揸車，冇人行路嘅就係咁解。即係當然係除咗喺嗰啲城市，譬如話 New York 啊、三藩市啊呢啲例外嚇，有公共交通工具嘅呢啲地方例外，99% 嘅美國嘅地區係冇公共交通工具，同埋係要揸車嘅。咁佢哋而家明白點解啦嚇。咁咧仲出奇嘅就係咧，原來歐洲人咧，包括英國人咧，佢哋係冇嗰種叫做 ranch dressing。即係我睇到呢個 ranch dressing 我都唔想食嘅，但係咧佢哋竟然咧喺度搶購喎，搶購呢啲 ranch dressing 咧，就搞到我哋 TSA 都話：喂，你哋嗰啲 ranch dressing 啊，你哋唔好擺喺個手提篋度啊，你哋要放喺個寄艙行李嗰度啊。咁之後咧，好多呢啲遊客都需要買多個篋，係要嚟放呢啲調味料啊，包括 ranch dressing，包括佢啲調味料，竟然調味料都冇嘅。喺英國嚇，大多數我都係睇英國人嘅上載，因為都係講英文嘛。其他嗰啲講法文啊、講德文嘅嗰啲我就唔識聽啦嚇。咁主要咧就係睇到英國人咧係瘋狂咁樣買 ranch dressing 同埋買調味料啊，咁先奇怪喎。咁另外咧就係嗰啲蘇格蘭球迷咧，就竟然即係喺波士頓打啊嘛，佢哋去晒波士頓啊嘛，竟然係將波士頓市嗰啲啤酒咧全部飲晒。波士頓缺啤酒，除咗嗰個 Budweiser 百威 Light 淡嘅嗰隻之外，佢哋唔肯飲，就將其他嘅嗰啲啤酒咧飲晒，尤其是波士頓本地嘅叻㗎，佢全部飲晒。同埋咧，佢哋喺即係蘇格蘭人同埋波士頓本地人咧，佢哋有好多交流啊。尤其是咧，即係波士頓人咧，就見到突然間殺咗一大班即係着裙嘅男人出現喺街頭咧，咁大家都好多時候都有互動啊，問即係叫佢哋證明下你個裙底下邊真係真空嘅咁樣。佢話係方便去廁所嘅咁樣，而並且係非常之涼爽啦嚇。咁其實咧對我嚟講咧，我覺得係最新奇嘅咧就係原來咧歐洲同埋英國都係冇冷氣㗎噃，即係唔怪得咧呢幾年我哋都有聽到咧，就歐洲係熱死人嘅喺夏天。但係問題係點解歐洲冇冷氣嘅？點解歐洲人係唔用冷氣嘅？咁對於我同埋好多美國人嚟講咧，都係匪夷所思嘅呢件事。咁我睇咗好多上載片啦，咁我就得到一個結論。首先就係天氣咧係好容易俾操縱嘅。咁而家歐洲啊、英國啊，甚至係美國嚇， 嘅夏天都係非常之酷熱嘅。咁呢啲咁酷熱嘅天氣，究竟係天然嘅咧，定係被操控嘅咧？即係如果係被操控嘅話咧，就係因為我哋嘅人上人集團咧，地球政府咧，佢要配合佢哋嗰個全球暖化危機嘅 agenda 啊嘛，所以咧佢哋即係有辦法係令到個天氣咧係非常之炎熱嚇，又唔俾嗰啲人民開冷氣啦，咁即係要熱死人啦，係咪？咁我哋人人都會有一個會唔會即係自己係下一個俾熱死嘅一個人人自危嘅個恐懼咧咁樣。
All right, so Americans are learning that the British people don't have AC in their homes. Okay, now I don't know if that's 100% of the whole country of England, but most people don't have AC in their houses, right? Now, in England, is there not AC in hotels? Is there not AC in your cars? Like, is AC really just non-existent over there? That's where I'm confused.
That's where we've come into Tesco, just to get some cold air from the freezer. Michael, quickly, cool down. That's better.
I've been living in Germany for 8 years, and I still do not understand the AC situation here. It is 100 degrees today, and nowhere has AC still. Restaurants, nope. Hospitals, nope. Shops, nope. What will it take to get AC?
Sometimes the Americans genuinely might be ahead of us is when it comes to air conditioning. Because what do you mean Europe has accepted the fact that, yeah, we're just going to lose about 50,000 people a year to the fact that it's too hot? When we could just build something in the house that makes the whole house cooler. No air conditioning, nothing. We just, the government just says, you know what, you guys, whoever perishes, perishes. Sometimes the Americans genuinely might be ahead of us is when it comes to air conditioning.
I am so entertained by these European reactions about basic American things like air conditioning. Heard a radio spot where this guy was talking about, look, it's hot outside, but when you walk inside, it's like a winter's day. Do they really not have AC in Europe?
They have the craziest thing here in America. So it's blazing hot outside. But look at this. I'm going to step into this establishment and it's chilling. It's hot outside, but when you step in, it's like a winter's day.
This is roasting. 35 degrees Celsius. I've taken all my pictures outside and I'm like, I just need to find me some shade. And I just want to experience what it's going to feel like to actually walk into the stadium, to feel the air-conditioned. Oh, this is glorious. Absolutely glorious. It's like stepping into a fridge. Living the dream.
Okay, so we've been in America for 2 weeks now, and we've noticed that...
Bloody sick of it, by the way.
We've noticed that you guys think it's actually hot out here.
It's not. It's not.
You literally have AC. You literally have AC. We don't do AC. You go into Birmingham, you go into London, you won't find AC in these houses, you know. We don't do that out there. And so we would be outside and then we go inside and it's still hot, but you guys can go inside and it's cool off. And we only know that because we've been in an Airbnb and it's actually freezing in here. Literally. So
Try growing up back in Birmingham. It's bloody hot.
It's so hot.
You lot
It's
don't know
so
what
hot.
hot is. We don't have AC.
Right.
Okay, so I've stayed now officially in my first home, proper home in America. And there's one thing that's kind of really, there's actually two things that have blown my mind. But this one is where there's like air vents in the house. Let me show you. Right, so see that up there? I'm going to say that's the AC. The amount of times that you guys would say to me, how on earth do you get cool in your house? And I was like, I just open a window. You know, that's my aircon. But I've got to tell you, it's genius. And I think it is brilliant. And I don't know why we don't have it in the UK. I mean...
Americans, you were right. This heat is no joke. I've just been to the Atlanta Fan Fest and look at me. I look like a state. It is bad. I honestly don't know how I'm going to survive this summer. If you have any suggestions...
America is so great. And it is one thing and one thing only. Air conditioning. It is the greatest thing I have ever experienced.
it is hotter than Satan's butt crack out here. But what makes it bearable is the air conditioning. I believe you need to add a verse to your national anthem that talks about air conditioning.
If you're American and you're watching this, are you going to tell the UK and Europe, or am I going to tell them? The England World Cup team have just arrived in America and they can't handle the heat, neither can the fans. So, am I going to tell them? This is pre-heat in America. This isn't even the hottest. This isn't even peak heat. The England team have had to set up specialised saunas to get their body acclimatised to the heat for when they arrived in America. And guess what? They still can't handle the heat in America.
The Americans were right when they said us English can't handle the heat. I've just landed in Texas for the World Cup, and the heat is another level in America than what it is to England. Every time it's a heat wave in the UK, we post on Twitter to say how hot it is, and there's always an argument with Americans saying it's not that hot, and we always argue that it is hot, it's different heat, whatever. No, the heat here is different. The air is thick like soup, and even in the middle of the night, it's 29 degrees. Right now, it's 35, and you can barely breathe the air.
It really isn't anything that makes me feel more red, white, and blue-blooded than watching the European teams struggle in the heat of America. For years, we've had nothing but Europeans tell us that their heat is so bad, we don't understand their heat is terrible, yada, 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 because they think that because they don't have air conditioning and they don't put ice in their water, that they struggle more. And now they're watching their teams get here, and their teams are going, yo, what the fuck? Because it's actually that fucking bad. And it's not even hot yet. Now,
it's making me feel more patriotic than watching these European World Cup teams struggle to adapt to the American heat. Every time I see one of these photos, I hear that Toby Keith song in the background. My daddy served in the army.
My daddy served in the army. We lost his right eye, but he flew a flag out in our yard. Till the day that he died, he wanted my mother, my brother, my sister, and me to grow up and live happy in the land of the free.
Norwegian squad is in Greensboro, North Carolina. The fact that Erling Haaland is in Greensboro, North Carolina that's a sentence I thought I'd never read. But they just bake in the sun to try to adapt. They've never seen heat like this. The English national team is broken by the Florida heat. That's right. You would not survive a Saturday afternoon in August in the swamp. Meanwhile, every South American team is like, this is nothing.
You know what this is right behind me? This is called the AC. It stands for air conditioner. I've been seeing so many Europeans, they've been suffering so much about the heat wave. Just buy yourself an AC unit. It's really nice and simple. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Just get the AC unit and you'll be relaxing in the summer. Get it now.
Let me actually show you how much it cost me to run my AC for a day in my London flat. This is my AC. It's got the whole thing. This is my energy usage, yeah? Last week was a heat wave. I think it was like the 23rd to 28th. So this is when I actually bought it, the 26th. But I used it in the evening because I bought it around 7 p.m. 27th is when I really used it. Like, bro, from 9 a.m. till like 4 a.m. I had it on because I had a housewarming that day. I spent £4.96. Bear in mind, £4.96 was not just for the AC. I did a housewarming that day, so I had 16 guests over. I had 2 fans over. I was cooking. People were charging. People were using the projector. £4.96 was for the whole thing. For the days where I had the AC on only in the afternoon, then I don't use it for nighttime. I used £2.69, then £3.30. And if I didn't have my AC, I would have gone out, bought myself an ice cream, a tub of ice cream, which is like £5, then go out to eat because I can't be asked to cook. That would have been like easily £20-30 just by going outside just to cool myself down.
I honestly don't think that most Europeans actually know what AC is, air conditioning. Now, I'm not calling you stupid. I'm saying that you've been lied to by generations before you and by your government for a very long time. So let's break it down.
More Europeans die every year from heat-related illness than Americans do from gun violence.
Not only is it true, I looked it up. The excuse that the buildings are so old and they don't want to mess them up by putting in AC sounds ridiculous because lives are at risk.
Now that Europeans have come here for the World Cup, they're discovering exactly why we are so obsessed with central AC. Because it's hot as crap here. It gets even hotter. Just wait till July or August. Be thankful you won't be here then. thankful we have central AC.
Oh my gosh, I feel it. Guys, I feel it. It's forced air.
Before we talk about World Cup, let me prepare my home the American way. Okay, now Europe can panic. So, who's actually winning the World Cup? Argentina? France? Spain? No, American air conditioning.
Melting in our homes, moaning it's too hot. I have to say, after experiencing air conditioning in Miami, I get it. I'm not asking for the world.
I'm British, but I live in Florida. But I hate AC. But it's hot outside. So what do? I open the door because I'm British. My mind says let some natural air in. But I live in Florida. So what happens? Mosquitoes come in, suck my blood. Literally everywhere. I have mosquito bites everywhere. So moral of the story, don't open the door, turn on the AC. This will be the last time I do some British shit in Florida and open the door. From now on, AC only. Floridians, I'm sorry for ever questioning you guys. You are right. AC is the way.
You hear all the Europeans talking about the air conditioning in America. It's not like air conditioning has not been invented. Air conditioning been around for a long time.
冷氣係1904年發明嘅。
Why are we suffering? Why are the British reluctant to get air conditioning in their house, in businesses? We can help. So if it's that hot in Europe, why they didn't decide let's get some air conditioner over here? Just the one in the units in the window. What about the central air? Well, that's upgrade. I know. But you can't get the one in the window and change the cord on it so it can fit their voltage over there. I just wonder about that sometimes. Why they make so much noise about air conditioning like they can't have none? I don't know what to tell them. I don't understand the suffering. In 2026, we suffering in the heat. Like it's 1776. I don't understand. I don't know what the complaint is about.
Why you all choose to be hot. So I moved here. I opened an apartment. I rent this place. No air conditioning. I bought one. And before you say they don't work on the windows, I installed it on the stupid window. Look, only 13% of German households have air conditioning, and I am proudly one of them. And then everyone tells me, but they're so expensive. That air conditioner was €200. I have two of them. I have one in my bedroom because I refuse to be hot when I sleep either. And then they're like, well, the energy is expensive. Yes, the energy is expensive. But you know what I do? I make money. I see everyone out there getting their little €8 Aperol spritzes every day. You know what you could do instead? Just put that money in the bank and use it to pay for your air conditioning. Everyone laughed at me, but now they're all suffering, and here I am, happy.
Netherlands and some other countries in Europe, I've noticed, in the summer, when it's really hot, air conditioning is not guaranteed in places, which is why I just bought a movie ticket, because movie theaters are still always air conditioned. It's actually kind of like in the 50s in America, that's like why people went to the movie theaters, because it's the only place that was air conditioned.
We owe apologies to America, because their football stadiums are so much better than ours. This is the Dallas Stadium, and it is absolutely incredible. England's just beating Croatia, but look at the size of the
Stadiums are next level. I've waited until the end of the England game to show this. There's a roof above my head, there's air conditioning units, it's 35 degrees outside and you wouldn't even know in here. The roof even opens and closes. I feel like this should have been the venue for the World Cup final, because this stadium is on another level. I'm not sure which is better between the one in here in Atlanta or the one in Dallas, but I can't stop thinking about how good these venues are. This is genuinely the most nuts stadium I've ever seen. From outside, bro, look at the size of it. It's endless. Like, it's literally the European mind. No, but like, that is fucked. 94k capacity, I think, and it's probably going to be sold out by the time it kicks off.
Wow. This just rocks up. It's throwing me up. And
It's not so sick.
oh my God, it's air conditioned. We're under the roof. Wait, we got this. England got this, man.
Stadium.
I could not believe this.
I honestly can't.
Look at this.
Like, it's in close. When we score, it's going to go.
We're a corner league.
Yeah.
No, this is 9-0. We need this. It's 9-0. We need this to be a hit.
So proudly we at the twilight's last gleam. Get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now wave your flag, now wave your flag. Oh. We're taking the fortress. We're taking the fortress.
One thing that's making me laugh about the World Cup is how many Europeans were genuinely worried about the stadiums. You know, as if the US was going to be like, you know, scrambling around trying to find venues for us. This is a country that hosts 70,000 people plus for a college football game on a random Thursday. Qatar had to build stadiums. Russia had to build stadiums. But the US just looked around and went, will any of our current billion-dollar cathedrals do? And it turns out they will.
Can't even deny it. This is probably one of the biggest stadiums I've ever seen. From the outside, England fans will see it in a few days. Massive. But some of here we go, Dallas. To begin the World Cup for me, we are in free security, which is so easy. Look, beating me right now because it's like an illusion you're that high up. This is just so high. This is so high. The goalkeepers are out to warm up. About 50 minutes till kickoff. They're playing the American national anthem. It's just very random that it's all of a sudden happens. Let's have a look at our view from all the way at the top. Oh my word. Oh, that is high. When you talk about being in the gods, we really are. My eyes are just defeating me right now because it's like an illusion you're that high up. This is just so high. This is so high. The one thing I've noticed straight away are the massive screens that are just in front of you from the upper tiers. Jan-Paul Van Ecken. I am so tough, but even on the bench too, it's stats. Gotta rate it. Even in the stadium too. The Dutch always find a way to party. And if you can't guess, we're on the...
They told me the World Cup in America is going to be crazy, but a pirate ship in a stadium? No, that's wild. What is going on? I told you it's not real here. It's not real.
It's mad in here, it's all air conditioned. Absolutely mad.
All the shit talking about American stadiums. Nah, you guys have they're better. They're a lot better. Look at this. Look at this. How good. Yeah, it's better than Australia's.
Are you ready for the big reveal? This is what Ben gets about. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. Wow.
That is insane.
Oh my word. Are you ready? Wow.
Whoa.
That is quite frankly ridiculous.
How big the screen is. The screen is so sick.
Ben, the world's best stadium, thoughts?
I can see why it is.
Yeah, I can see it.
Unbelievable. It's unreal.
It is great.
Not sure about the big screen.
It does take, from where we are, I don't think, I might be wrong, it doesn't appear there's a bad view in the stadium.
Okay, this is the first time seeing... Wow, it is really air-conditioned, actually. Crikey! This is really air-conditioned. It's an inside stadium. Look at this. Wow! Whoa! Whoa!
It's massive.
This is where the World Cup final will be hosted. This is crazy. American stadiums are next level.
This might honestly be the best stadium I've ever seen. Look at this. Oh my word. This place is incredible. The US weren't joking when they said they had the best stadiums, because this is insane.
The American stadiums, just looking at these games in America just makes it, I think, like the stadiums are like awesome to look at. They're so tall, and as soon as the goal goes in, there are just bodies everywhere. It's class.
Y'a rien à dire, rien à dire. Wesh! Les gars, ils ont appelé l'armée. Il y a 4 hélicos qui sont venus juste après. Les gars, c'est exceptionnel. I have just walked into the MetLife Stadium and look at this. Wow, wow, wow. This will be the place where the World Cup final will take place this year, and where Morocco and Portugal are gonna settle it in a couple of minutes' time. All I can think about right now, though, is aç galerite and have an absolute blast at the MetLife Stadium. England have arrived at the World Cup in one of the most insane stadiums I've ever seen in my life. This is mad.
What do you think about Mercedes-Benz?
It's beautiful. Never been in a stadium quite like this.
It's amazing. It's my first time here. I was like wanting to come here, and finally got this opportunity to get here. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
I've been to a lot of stadiums, and this one is top tier.
Oh, the vibe is amazing, you know?
It's pretty cool.
Very nice. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this. I was ready to suffer.
Bro,
Man, it it looks so fake. Like, genuinely looks so fake. Oh my god.
yo, this stadium beats 90% of Champions League stadiums. Absolutely.
It's mad how open it is. I don't think you normally get that in European stadiums with all the bad weather that we get, so it's pretty cool.
European fans were ruthless. They mocked American stadiums, saying they had no soul, no history, no atmosphere. They called the US stadiums pathetic. Then they stepped inside.
There's no way that this is real. Just look at this. Oh my word. This is incredible. America is literally so advanced because I don't even need to go to the stadium anymore. I can literally just watch the game here. Literally crazy.
Gotta show you this because it looks like just another door to the entrance, but when you walk in here, look what happens. You're already inside the stadium. It looks like in a freaking shopping mall. Unbelievable. It doesn't look a stadium. It's AC inside. Looks like there's an Apple store and probably a Starbucks there. America, you are doing things different than we used to in Europe. Looks like I'm in a freaking train station or something. Look at this. Look at this! Let's walk to the front and see where we can go. Wow! This is pretty damn unreal. I don't even feel like I'm in a football stadium. This is Dallas Stadium. So different than any other stadiums I've been before.
I think the United States of America have done an absolutely world-class job of hosting this World Cup. This World Cup, I feel, has not just brought the United States together, but I think it's brought the entire world together. The amount of joy and peace and happiness.
But the value lies in the feeling that the World Cup belongs to everyone. At Lemon Hill, Philadelphia, the Fan Festival is open for free for the entire 39 days, from June 11th to July 19th. Attendees do not need to buy a match ticket. They only need to register online so organisers can control capacity and ensure safety. Celebrating the 4th of July during the World Cup.
嗱，我覺得咧呢一個咧好可能就係人上人集團咧，佢哋為咗要消滅地球人口嘅其中嘅一個陰謀。因為點解咧？我哋不嬲都講地球係太多人啦，對於人上人集團嚟講，因為咧當佢哋嗰個控制全球嘅計劃成功嘅時候咧，佢哋要養住一班地球人。如果話好似而家咁樣嚇，咁多人嚟講咧，佢哋養唔掂啊，所以佢哋話啊嘛嚇，地球最理想嘅人口就係5000萬啊嘛，其他嘅嗰啲咧就要想辦法去剷除佢哋啦。咁呢個熱死嘅呢一個方法，亦都可能係其中嘅一個減散人口嘅一個方法嚟。嗱，根據呢啲片主嘅講法嚇，我覺得佢哋已經係第2或者係第3代俾洗腦。因為咧，佢哋嗰種對於冷氣嘅嗰種陌生同埋嗰種驚喜咧，有好多佢哋嗰個態度咧，就係佢哋唔知道呢個世界上原來係有冷氣呢回事。我係咁樣覺得咧，呢個人上人集團佢哋經營呢一個地球暖化嘅 agenda 已經係起碼都40年啦，係咪？由美國副總統戈爾開始 Inconvenient Truth 係咪？佢拍嘅嗰套紀錄片。起碼40年㗎啦嚇，嗰陣時，所以咧就我覺得咧喺歐洲咧，佢哋嗰個洗腦嘅成績咧就已經而家開始見效啊！我睇佢哋呢啲上載片，佢哋真係好認命，係唔會去追求有個冷氣機㗎喎，嗰度先奇怪啊嘛嚇！但係我覺得咧，今次世界盃喺美國打咧，我覺得係一件好事嚟嘅，因為即係美國人咧就難搞啲嘅，因為咧美國人咧係有唔同嘅州，唔同嘅州有唔同嘅政治嘅，所以咧就如果要美國變成好似歐盟咁樣咧，即係一個板塊嘅一種嘅政治體系咧，係好難嘅。呢個就係美國立國嗰啲父輩咧，佢哋諗到呢一個情況，所以咧而家其實就係每個州係各自為政嘅，咁先至難將美國係搞成即係變成歐洲咁一個歐盟咁樣一個板塊嘅政治啊嘛。咁但係而家歐洲咧呢個一個板塊嘅政治咧，好可能啊，即係我覺得啊嚇係會瓦解嘅。尤其是今次世界盃喺美國打啦，好多嘅呢啲球迷歐洲嘅遊客嚟美國睇世界盃啦，佢哋可以親身體驗美國嘅文化咧，有個文化嘅衝擊咧，令到好多應該我覺得好多歐洲人咧覺醒啊，去 question 緊究竟佢哋而家做乜鬼嘅？熱成咁樣都冇冷氣啊！點解佢哋係寧願喺呢啲酷熱天氣受苦，都唔開冷氣，都唔會去買架冷氣揾架冷氣嚇？你有你冇你屋企都係會有一架冷氣機噶嘛？係咪？你係等必要時天氣即係變得太熱嘅時候，你一定要有架冷氣機開噶嘛？而家我希望啊，歐洲人咧就覺醒啊，最好就係覺醒。我希望咧今次呢個世界盃喺美國舉行，嗰啲歐洲遊客嚟到美國嘅呢個文化衝擊咧，我希望能夠可以敲擊醒一啲歐洲人。咁我亦都希望好多歐洲人咧都能夠即係睇到佢哋呢啲自己人啊，張三李四嘅啫嘛，係咪？牛頭角順嫂啊，佢哋上載嘅呢啲片而有一個醒覺啊！如果唔係咧，即係歐洲再過1-2代咧，就個歐洲就玩完㗎啦嚇。咁我當然唔希望係咁啦。